faster lap. I think it's Antonio, according to our graphics. Yeah, Antonio has been 200ths of a second faster on his fastest lap. Second place, Rick going into the left-hander overcrest sliding, making his overheated tire even hotter, which helps Mandula. He's already side by side trying to have a look because Rick has so bad exit coming out of the left-hander, and then now into the downhill left-hander. Mandula has better line, much tighter, and he's, as we see from the Sean's hood, Mandula patiently looking for an opportunity, but he will have to be a bit faster because Sean will not so patient as he might be.
Yes, Mandula wants to get past Rick as soon as possible so he doesn't lose any more time behind him, and also Sean is giving some pressure, so it'll end up just Mandula having to defend from Sean if he doesn't get past Rick very soon.
Yeah, Mandula in the slipstream, but is it close enough? He looks down the inside, but just a slight look, he thinks better of it and throws it inside as Rick goes wide again. And they are side by side, but I think Mandula will have slower exit, or will he? He's already fully ahead, and Rick goes into the pit lane as well as Sean. I think
No, Sean actually didn't go. He just
Sean continues. Sorry.
He took the slipstream and he just back into the racing track, not going to the pit lane.
Rick has drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so that's too bad. That's really unfortunate, and I believe that his race for the top position is done. But at least you will have some more action in the later stages, as we are on lap 14 of 32, so still plenty of action ahead of us.
And some action going on already. Sean's still kept very close behind Mandula and seems to have a bit more pace. Oh, Rick has just spectated. He's decided that drive-through penalty was just too much, and he decided not to continue.
Yeah, probably the setup wasn't even also up to his standards to last the whole race, as we see. From Sean's point of view, in current third position, braking much later than Mandula, who has to go defensive. He expected Sean to make a move and cleverly covers the inside. But Sean, he will not be satisfied. He will go for it. Mandula knows it, and maybe under a bit of pressure goes wide, has to go defensive already. But Sean with the slipstream, he will have a look down the inside if Mandula doesn't have anything against it. But Sean, Sean, he will not.
Yeah, he will be patient. He'll stay early on the brakes and he'll take the inside line. Oh, that turned out a bit different than Sean might have thought about, because if Mandula braked later and had a good exit, he would have had like a slipstream for the main straight here. But now they're side to side, so no slipstream for each of the cars. That would be Mandula taking the inside line. He's a bit ahead. Sean brakes later. Can he go outside? No, he can't. Mandula still keeps the position ahead. And Sean has to build another place to overtake.
Looking at both drivers' tire status, they seem to be on the same level with tire temperatures, so this should be an even fight in terms of tires. Let's see who's faster, as Sean dives down the inside, as he already did a few times this race, but Mandula doesn't let him through because next turn is in his favor. So it was really a very brave and very optimistic move for now.
He just wants to keep the pressure on Mandula and maybe force him to make some mistakes. Like constantly reminding that I'm here, I want to go past you, so don't you forget about that.
Yeah, that's true. And they already have Firestarter watching from afar as they keep battling for the second place. I think it could. I think it could be a second place overall as well. I mean, are there some drivers who pitted and should be ahead of him? Oh,
space, but Sean going a little bit on the grass to make that inside line work for him. And Mandela's actually made it switch around and Mandela's back ahead. But now Sean will have the slipstream and Firestarter almost joining them at this fight. Now Sean will pull the wrong side. Yeah, Sean having inside line to the first corner now, and he's a bit ahead. He's braking late, and Mandela's just trying to follow and trying to go switch around again, but he's not having the speed to make it this time. Sean will be ahead and on the inside line to the next corner.
Yeah, Sean had to go to tighter line, but still he's fast enough to keep his position into the next section of slow turns. So seems like he made the move stick for now. He's very sideways.
He's sliding. Ooh, it's getting interesting here. Firestarter has caught up all the way to these guys, and Mandela's just looking for a revenge if Sean keeps going on with those big slides as we saw on the corner before.
Yeah, now we have battling 3 or 4 second to fourth place. This is getting more intense by every turn. Mandula still thinks he can compete with Sean, but now he's in a air attack sandwich. He will have a difficult time keeping these two drivers are sticking with these two drivers as Sean pulls away a bit. But I was thinking he might help Firestarter get through by holding up Mandula, but it's not happening for now. And a Firestarter has advantage of slipstream anyway, goes down the inside and goes through. Now maybe he will have some help from Sean with draft, but Sean decided, or the team tactics are not working that way for now. Mandula goes back side by side with Firestarter. He will have the inside line, which might not be favorable, but he seems to have a bigger overlap. And yeah, they are very, very close together, almost door to door, side by side, with Firestarter with a better line for the next turn, and seems like he will hold the position. Mandula still has to go a bit wide, tries to make a switchback, but he has no overlap, and the air attack duo is past this race green car.
That's pretty good defensive drive from Mandula against both of the AA cars, but both of them, Sean and Firestarter, they made it through. And that's just a good battle from all 3 cars of those. And Firestarter actually seems like he's caught up the Sean as well. So I wonder if we will see a team battle or if they will just hold positions if Sean is ultimately the faster car of these two.
Yeah, we will see, because Firestarter was the one who let Sean through in the beginning of the race. Now Sean might owe him a favor if Firestarter turns up to be the faster driver in the end. So let's see.